Picking back up on the Tree Grove History Trail here. Trail of Tears Water Oak. The Trail of Tears Water Oak stands today as it did in 1838 when thousands of Cherokee Indians passed by as they were forced onto reservation land in Oklahoma. About 4,000 Cherokees died along the Trail of Tears. The Cherokees were forced into eastern Oklahoma after a small group of their tribe signed the Treaty of New Echota with the U.S. government. The treaty turned over Cherokee lands in the east to the government in exchange for land in Oklahoma. Most Cherokees protested the treaty. In 1838, U.S. soldiers under the command of General Winfield Scott rounded up the Cherokees and forced them westward along the Trail of Tears. Harper's Ferry, flowering dogwood. Harper's Ferry is the site of a national armory that is situated on a triangular peninsula where the Shenandoah and Potomac rivers meet. Purchased in 1751, the complex was producing thousands of rifles annually by 1810. One of the Civil War's most daring raids occurred here on October 16, 1859, when abolitionist leader John Brown and his men stormed the facility and seized weapons to arm the slaves. After 2 days of occupation, Brown and his followers were captured, convicted, and hanged. The Harper's Ferry flowering dogwood grows on the site of this historic armory. Moon sycamore. Apollo, well, I'm not good with my Roman numerals, 14 I guess, was launched on January 31st, 1971 from Kennedy Space Center and was the third lunar landing. The entire mission lasted for 9 hours, 1 minute and 57 seconds, carrying 3 Americans, Captain Alan Shepard, USN Major Stuart Rusa, USAF, and Commander Edgar Mitchell, USN. Once reaching the moon, Shepard and Mitchell went to the surface where they walked 1.7 miles while Rusa kept the craft in orbit. Stuart Smokey Rusa, a former smoke jumper for the U.S. Forest Service, had always felt a special fondness for the agency tasked with protecting and preserving the nation's forest. So when he learned he would fly the moon, he determined to fly something in honor of the Forest Service. The service suggested seeds collected from across the country. The seeds included those from an American sycamore. Rusa's efforts were an unprecedented mix of forestry and astronautics. The moon sycamore still stands today as a living tribute to that effort. Mark Twain Cave Burr Oak. Hannibal, Missouri on the Mississippi River was the home of Samuel Clemens from age 4 to 17. The Clemens family moved to the riverfront town in 1839. The limestone geology of the area with many bluffs made caves quite common. In 1832, a large cave was discovered and named Sims Cave, a place of fascination for the local children. The place took on greater mystique when an eccentric doctor used it as a tomb for his young daughter's body. He placed the body in a copper cylinder, thinking the cave's dry air would mummify her. In his autobiography, Clement recounts one day when he played hooky from school and visited the cave. Thinking the resident bats would make fine pets, he put one in his pocket before returning home at the normal time. His mother went to put the jacket away and found the bat, caught. Writing as Mark Twain, Clemens described Tom and Becky's adventure lost in McDougal's cave, clearly a reference to his memories of Sims Cave. Today, the Mark Twain Cave is a popular tourist site and is marked by a large bur oak at the entrance, known as the Mark Twain Bur Oak.